the MK John Wilson Trophy in Sheffield, Britain. A location we're not used to seeing unless you're looking at your skates, but Sheffield stepped up to take one of the two spots the Russian and Chinese Grand Prix cancellations left open. So, at the fourth Grand Prix of the season, here's what to expect. In dance, we are still seeing which teams are rising to take the places of top teams like Gabriela Papadakis and Guillaume Cizeron, and Madison Hubble and Zachary Donahue. So it'll be interesting to see how the podium shakes out between the headliners Lilah Fear and Lewis Gibson of Great Britain, Charline Grenade and Marco Fabbri of Italy, and the Canadians Marjorie, Lajoie and Zachary Lagha. This will be a telling moment for Lajoie and Lagha in particular. Coming off their first Grand Prix medal with a bronze at Skate Canada, a good performance in Sheffield would not only solidify their position as podium threats, but also put them in contention for a spot at the Grand Prix final. But it won't be easy. Fear and Gibson are looking spicy this season with their J-Lo Mark Anthony short and their Lady Gaga free. They overtook the Canadians at Skate Canada for silver by almost 15 points. So there's no doubt that the Canadians will want to lessen that gap this time. There's also Grenade and Fabbri, who just competed last weekend at the International de France, taking home their first Grand Prix gold. Two other Canadian teams are competing in ice dance. We'll see Haley Sales and Nicholas Wamsteker, and Alicia Fabbri and Paul Ayer. My prediction for gold is Fear and Gibson. Both their programs are spicy. She should win just for that J-Lo dress and the rhythm dance, but that free program to the Lady Gaga Born This Way is incredible, a showstopper, and I'm guessing it will bring them huge points in their home country, and they're probably gonna take the gold. In the women's event, headliners are Young Yu of South Korea, and from the USA, Isabeau Levito and Bradie Tennell. Now, we've seen Levito and Yu compete this season. The young American took silver at her first Grand Prix at Skate America with a whopping 206.66 total score. Young Yu took bronze at Skate Canada with a 190.15, so if Levito can skate clean, this is hers to lose. But don't count out Bradie Tennell. The American is back after a foot injury sidelined her from the Olympics. She's also made a lot of professional changes since then. She's moved to Nice, France, and is under the tutelage of new coaches. So we'll see if that pays off at her first Grand Prix this season. Gabrielle Delman will be the only one representing Canada in Sheffield. My prediction for gold is the USA's Isabeau Levito. She has looked so strong since her junior days, is one of the most consistent skaters I've seen in a while. She made a little bit of mistakes at Skate America that she'll definitely look to clean up as she heads to Sheffield, and she is my pick for gold. All right, moving on to the men. Daniel Grassl is the front runner here at MK John Wilson. He finished fourth at Skate Canada just a few weeks ago, so no doubt is hoping to get his second career Grand Prix medal. He won bronze in Italy last year. Grassl's moved to the States since then with a new team, and his short program was choreographed by the one and only Jason Brown. Canada will be represented by Corey Cercelli and Roman Sadovsky. Sadovsky finished fifth at Skate America, but this will be Cercelli's first senior Grand Prix. His free program is a tribute to Tyler Cranston, Canadian national champion, Olympic medalist, and artistic icon. Predictions for gold, honestly, between Maritzi Kanavashvili of Georgia, Daniel Grassl, and Shun Sato of Japan, it's anyone's game. Last year, Sato won silver at the Grand Prix of France, and Kvitolashvili won gold in Russia and a fourth place finish at Worlds. However, I'm gonna give my edge to Grassl. He's got a higher personal best, he has more quads, and he is one of the more consistent out of the three. Last but not least, unless you're an ice dancer, the pairs. Headliners are Americans Alexa Knierim and Knierim Frazier, and the rest of the field is pretty open. But some notable competition is Sarah Conti and Nicolo Macchi. We saw them take bronze at Skate Canada a few weeks ago, so no doubt they'll be itching to get back onto that podium. Canadians competing are Lauriane Maté and Terry Furland. Predictions for gold, Knierim Frazier. It's a pretty big duh. They are world rating champions, they are still growing in strength, and they've already secured a gold at Skate America. They're essentially competing against themselves until they meet up with the Japanese team of Miura and Kihara. Well, those are my predictions for who's gonna take top spot. Let me hear yours. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen in Great Britain. We will see you then. I know you loved that video. So subscribe so you don't miss anything and watch more videos because you loved it so much.